turn this off. And then I'm going to shut this again. Now the whole process, you want to make sure you're wearing latex gloves or whatever, because it's not going to be this clean after you leave here.
Yeah.
You next, if you wanted to clean out your black tank, it's your black tank only, you would take your gray hose and attach it to your garden spout at home, which is right here. And then you would attach it down here to the tank flush. And then you would turn on the black valve, you would open it, and you would attach the hose there and simply run the water through it.
Okay.
And then when you're done with it, you turn off the hose. You can use the waste pump just to get the excess out.
Yep.
And then you're done.
Okay.
But do not leave this panel until all your lights are shut off.
Yep.
Including your service lights, just because it's battery.
Yep.
Service light there, service light here, and service light at your propane area.
Okay.
Now, I'm going to shut that. But to retract this, that's a lot of hose. So, sorry. You're going to feed this in like that. So, before you do that though, because it's not always going to be clean water, make sure to shut this red valve so it's not squirting everywhere.
Right.
Just got to get into the habit of it. And now, when you retract, again, you're feeding it kind of like that. So, and I always leave a couple feet available so that I can wind it all up. And that's about what I would do.
Okay.
So now, gotta have gloves on and make sure it doesn't splash all over you. I trust it because I know it's clean. But you're just taking this hose, allowing this to come in. And this is the hardest part because you now have to make this fit in there, which is generally not a problem. So I put too much hose in it first. And these attachments go in there. And then when you're done with it, you lock it up. Now you're set. Nobody will mess with it. The only other thing you need to worry about on this is if you go to a park and you want cable, generally they have cable for a couple bucks extra. You can attach your coaxial cable here, and you could even still shut this by turning that, and you can now lock it and the cable is still running through there.
Perfect.
But for now, we'll keep that shut. And that's your macerator. Set there. Now, I'm just keeping this stuff aside so I can remember that I told you everything.
Yep.
These windows, this middle one comes from Mercedes, but these side windows are C.R. Lawrence windows. They're a product that are made to be able to use during transit. So if your kids wanted a little fresh air in the back, you could have them open about an inch.
Yep.
I wouldn't do more than that in case of passing cars and whatnot. But driving down the road, it'll create great cross-air ventilation.
Okay.
So that's set. These are dual wheels. They're Continental tires, which are made in Germany. And just make sure if the weather's fluctuating from hot to cold because you're going through mountains in Arizona and whatnot, make sure to check your tire pressure with just a normal pressure gauge. There's a stem for this outside wheel, and then the stem for the inside wheel is right there.
Okay. And pressure is about 32?
You know what? You stumped the chump here. 80 psi.
80, okay.
Yeah. 80. Okay. Well, forget it. You'll ask me in a week and I'll tell you. This is the water heater. You don't have to do anything out here. This is here so we can access it without tearing your whole coach apart. Everything is controlled from the inside. But just so you know, if you ever drive off and your water heater's left on, there is a propane flame going inside, so it's just not safe. So make sure you have a pre-check before you leave. Making sure the windows are shut, making sure that all your side panels are locked up and closed. Again, you don't even have to mess with this, so make sure, even if you want to go a step above, go get a rubber coated padlock so nobody messes with it.
Got it.
They can be expensive to repair if you're not, doing things right.
How do I do with moving in there?
Oh, yeah, let's do that real quick. Break time.